Ready?
Yep.
Me?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
So I'm Bill Stewart.
Yeah.
I got a farm out of 40 acres out north of the old power plant. First noticed the fly ash trucks in 22, hundreds of them. They set up a light plant all night long, hauling. So I reached out to you, I called you
Yeah,
on
yeah.
January 13th of 23. Remember that?
Yep, I do.
And you gave me the Evergy number.
Yeah.
I reached out to Evergy, talked to DNR, I've talked to about everybody, politicians. I've been working on this a long time.
Yeah.
I've documented, I've got pictures, I've done everything. So on February 19th at the Montrose Solar meeting, Ranger Power said, they're not putting any solar panels on Evergy property because it's too contaminated. We got it on film, you can go back and watch it or whatever. So I said, I'm gonna test my farm. So I did. I wanna show you what my farm is. The red is what it tested. EPA standards is the one on the right.
Mhm.
Hexavalent Chromium is what Aaron Brockovich movie was about. We tested 15 sites in Davis and around the lake. All of them came back bad. Hexavalent Chromium is not native to Missouri. It's not coming from anything natural. Some of that other stuff you might say is, but not at those levels. I've abandoned my house. I don't live there. It's in my home, it's in my cars, it's in my water. When you got radium of 40 in your water, it's in the wells. And it needs to be stopped today.
Yep. It's on mine too. It's on ours. It's on our farm too. We tested and our tests are bad too.
Who have you reached out to, Bill?
So
You got a
I'm not
list?
I can't talk about any of the testing. I filed a suit on last Friday.
Okay.
Anybody that wants to have theirs tested needs to probably get a hold of the attorneys. They need to talk to, people are sick. My kids were sick. They would come. He's sick. People that go out there and test and go around that lake get sick. So
We gotta do something about it.
something's gotta happen.
Something's gotta
guys.
be done.
Something's gotta
Who are
happen.
you, partner?
I'm Gavin.
Yeah,
Waddle.
Gavin?
Yep.
So
My farm is it's about the same distance as Bill's away from it, pretty close, but it's just opposite direction.
Opposite side,
It's, yeah, and
We've-
it's
we've
bad.
tested north, south,
I'm there every day.
east.
I've been there every day since I was a little kid.
Okay.
Y'all are both Davis Township.
Who does people need to
Right
reach
after
out
that.
to?
We had a meeting last night, all the people we tested, we talked to them.
Okay.
But moving forward, it's gonna be everywhere, guys. And we don't know how far it goes. Is it here? I wouldn't be surprised.
Bill, I got a question for you. You know, I'm gonna make it known. I've known about what's been going on with this. You guys tested Davis School, did you not?
We did, but I don't know that I can say, until they have their board meeting and stuff, and that's tonight.
Okay.
I
I
would
think,
probably recommend one of you guys, you probably need to be there.
okay.
I'll be there.
If we've got this going on, and I mean, don't anybody take this the wrong way. I care about the adults as much as I do the kids. But if this is anywhere like these numbers, and it's on the playground of that school, we have an over-the-top issue. You got grandkids, I got grandkids, you guys, most of you got kids. This, I told you, I honestly don't know how to go about this, how as a commission we can actually stop it, but,
They're still hauling.
well, see,
No,
and
that's
that,
the big thing, because the way I understood, there wasn't nothing we can do about it. Because they had a permit.
You
to
are
have
the
someone-
county.
Hey.
You are the county.
Yes.
If you want
But
somebody,
guess what?
Hey,
if I was poisoning you as a neighbor, absolutely there's something to do. And there's no different than what they're doing to us is they're poisoning the county.
This is cancer, guys. I mean, this is terrible.
Well,
stuff.
we're all dealing with it, guys.
the least,
Okay.
We're
We just want to know who you reached
Yeah,
out to
yeah.
so we can reach out to some other
Yeah.
people.
That's right.
the very least that we can do is get this out there to the public, not just the public in Clinton, not just the public down where you guys are at, the public. Channel 41, I think, I think there's a good possibility we can get her down there. I think it needs this, because guys, this is a huge deal for a little Henry County type thing. As the commission, because I'm new, Jake's new, we honestly don't know 100% of, what actually we can do, what we can't do. But like I've always said, and I said this with the solar, you never know if you can stop them, but you know what? You sure in the hell can get in their way and make life miserable for them. And I'm just my thought on it is, I think that the three of us need to figure out who it is that we need to get in contact, get in their ass, find out what's going on. Don't let them give us this, blah, blah, blah. Pin them down, call them on the carpet, get it out there in public, because when you bring things to the public in a big way, they don't want that. They don't want anything to do with that. And then the stuff that you're working on, with you said you filed that lawsuit, then honestly, if they're doing this, I mean, this commission is set up to make this county good, to do everything we possibly can for the people in this county that we are able to do. And like I said, I don't know 100% what that actually is, because I'm new. But I think we need to take, at this point, knowing what we know now, because it's pretty obvious.
Well, the EPA is who you contact, wasn't it? That went through
Do I?
DNR, I think.
DNR, that's where you gain more than anything.
No.
Or what?
DNR is going to turn their back.
DNR is customer service for the energy companies.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Just like some of the folks around here have been customer service for the solar companies. If they've got financial gain to get, they're all about saving the big companies. They don't care about us. Those folks that's died out there around me and my neighbors that have been sick, I mean, we've got Parkinson's, we've got throat cancer, we've got brain tumors, we've got all these things going on, and we've ignored it.
Can you guys reach out to is it Judge Dell? He's our county judge, right?
Yeah. Circuit court.
I guess him, emergency management,
Right.
sheriff, and see what laws and if emergency management can declare a county emergency, write something up and then discuss with Aaron to see how the enforcement of that would go to stop hauling it until something.
I think, honestly, right here,
I think
this is
emergency
I
management, we're
think
gonna
you're
have to
the
look at
answer.
some of them.
I think you can stop it
The
Yeah.
health center.
right now.
I think,
We'll
Health center.
get with the health.
Health center?
Yeah.
Sorry, Chase.
The
I
health
couldn't know
center
who
would
you was
be
talking to, but
The health center as well, they might do
Yeah.
something on that.
health center would be, in fact, that'd probably be the best person to start with too, health center. Because they'll carry more weight than a lot of stuff, and then when we tag in, then we come in with emergency management too.
hey, Bill, do you have a list of people you've contacted that you can give us? That way we're not
Yeah.
recontacting.
I'll text it to you.
Thank you.
Because it sounds like.
Yep.
And if they're willing to sit, and believe it or not, mine's not the worst. Mine's bad, mine's not the worst. And it's, as they continue to haul, as the heavy metals continue to break down, it's gonna get worse. And all that runs into our drinking water.
Yeah. We're only seeing the beginning of it, is what they've said, in the groundwater.
Well, the
It's
other
really
issue
been
that
plus
people,
2 years.
Yeah,
the other issue people that are gonna have is, I know when I went out there and we drove, within a mile, the beans might have been that tall and they were all brown. The further you get away, the better they got. So my question is, those beans were harvested, where are they at? Who's eating those? What's eating those? The other side of that also,
And see, that's all questions I don't.
right, but you've got cattle out there.
Yeah,
You've got cattle out there. So
That's my
the other thing, well, see, and the other thing, everybody needs to, it needs to be done, but people need to be prepared for the fact those cattle have been eating that grass that stuff's laying on. So guess what's gonna happen with that cattle? You're not gonna sell them, they're gonna exterminate them, because they have to. So this, I can't stress the point, this needs to be handled immediately. Because it's not like it's gonna blow and go away, or it's gonna disappear, or it's here. Now the fact is, we need to find out, and actually, I don't know if you even know what you are able to do as far as something. Yeah, because this, I mean, literally, we need to move out on this. And I don't know what everybody else thinks, but I'm gonna tell you, I think that this commission needs to come alongside and get active in it. And because this
I'll
is
send you the
part of
lawyers,
this.
I'll send you the lawyers info.
if you could, the test results for the company that done it,
Okay,
because copies will be a lot better. I know what you done here, and that's great.
Yeah.
But they're gonna wanna see the actual test results.
right.
If we can get
And it was
copies of that,
It's a testing,
Yeah.
testing lab out of Rolla.
yeah, but if we, and
And I
that's
got
what
all
we
that.
need. And if we can get that,
You can provide
I
that
think
too,
it'd be
Bill.
great to give us a copy.
Thank you.
So we can take that, I'd like to take that over to health department.
Okay,
That's where you need to start with them.
I'll get that to you.
See, we're not against you guys.
No, no,
Don't think that.
I never
said
We just
that.
got, well, I'm just letting you
I
know.
never said that.
it needs to be taken care of. I
Yeah.
mean, and that's
You
why.
guys, you
And I've
haven't
said
done
that,
it, Jim. You
when
haven't
they,
done it.
when they first got, like I said, it need to be, how they ever kept going, that was, I still don't know. But nevertheless, that's what happened. Now, we didn't have anything to do with it, but anyway, it happened before you and I both, evidently. I didn't even know that.
How long ago did y'all have the testing done?
So that was done back in September, we started. And one of the reasons is the files are distant.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's why I just broke down, that's just me, that's my stuff, but I can get some of the other.
Yeah. Well, if we can just get some to take over, because then that gives them actual figures to look at. That's what they
I
need.
wonder also, we just had the Corps in here, but fish and wildlife and everything else, because I know, I actually saw it, where they've got the containment field around the outside of it, it's got a leak in it, which the water
Well, they-
flows in. Did they fix that?
Last week, they were actually pumping out of the lagoons right into the lake.
And that lake goes into Grand River?
Goes into Deepwater Creek.
Deepwater Creek, is
Yeah.
where that goes.
Goes right into Truman.
Which goes into Truman, which goes into Lake of the Ozarks. So I
Where
would
we get our
figure,
drinking water from.
right, I would figure that the Corps engineers,
Guys,
what's
big-
the other one down here? Fish and Game, Wildlife, whatever.
Conservation, conservation, but
They should actually
So,
kind of
I
step
tell you
in
what,
on
the
this
Corps,
too.
I wish, get that and get it down there to them, just like those guys. That's the people we should have handed them.
So I
Test
done spoke to
results.
the Corps. I've already spoke to the
Okay.
Corps, I spoke to the conservation. The El Dorado office is in charge of Montrose Lake. Why the Clinton office is, I have no idea. But I reached out to them. I said, do you know how toxic the water is in the lake? He said, no, but we put signs up that says, do not eat the fish. So they did know it's toxic. And every spring, they open those gates and dump all that. It's a giant toilet bowl. It collects all the ash and all the contamination all year round. And when we get a big rain, they open that dam and send it into Truman Lake. So I reached out to those folks. I'm gonna tell you, I found out over the last 3 years that the conservation, any of your bigger government deals is just like DNR, they are customer service for the energy companies. They probably get a lot of money, they wanna work hand in hand, I don't know, but I'm telling you, been a lot of people drop the ball on this. This could have saved lots and lots of people's well-being. And,
Have you heard back from DNR?
Can I get a copy of your test results?
yes, you guys, I can get all that to you today.
So last time I talked to DNR, they finally got a little bit of dirt around. They started covering it, but I don't think they covered the.
So,
top yet.
so here's the issue with it.
Sure, I'll cover it.
Here's the issue with what they're doing. They're taking contamination and they're covering it up with contaminated dirt.
Yeah.
And then they're pumping water out of the lake into their trucks and they're spraying contaminated water everywhere on the pile, on the roads, up and down the roads. They've absolutely made it worse. And they're not even trying to hide it when you're pumping water that is teal green right into Montrose Lake with no cares in the world, guys, something's got to be done. And like I said, I hope to have grandkids someday. So with my kids being around it for 25 years, I'm not sure, hopefully they get to have kids. You know, you read the side effects to all those things that it's high on, it's awful, the things that happen. So, I don't know. It's sad what's happened in this county.
Well, let's see what we can get done.
Bill, if other people in the area that haven't been party to the testing or stuff, if they wanted to get involved, who could they reach out to?
The attorney will reach out to and visit with all of you guys. Anybody that wants to. If you feel like you've been impacted or infected.
What's the attorney's name?
TJ Prius is who we're using, and Brian Madden.
Do you have information on those guys?
I'll get all that to you.
Thank you. Yeah, let's see what we can at least run down to try to, where you guys hit a wall, maybe we can step in and push through, so.
Okay, on a county level.
I agree with this is something that needs to stop.
I think what we need to do also, Bill, honestly, I think you need to come back in here, give us a week or two.
Okay.
Because
I'll tell you what.
I don't want this to fall through the cracks.
You guys need to visit with these guys.
Right, but I want you to know that we actually are working on it. So I'm gonna ask you, I think it's a good idea for him to come back in a week or two, so we know.
Can we make it like a month? If you don't mind?
Yeah.
Or email
Yeah,
it to you.
and we're probably at some point need to have another town hall. I had a town hall
Okay,
meeting
If it's
and I think it was 23.
Optometric? Yes, okay.
Yeah, it was 20, it was before the solar meeting in Montrose.
I got Friday.
So we'll probably try to have some sort of meeting where folks can see what all of it is.
I don't remember hearing about that meeting. Did you have a good turnout?
We had about 25 folks showed up, neighbors. It was just a neighbor thing, but we don't know how, because some of the testing that we did, the worst testing was the furthest ones away.
No,
where it pools up.
It's a plume,
Yeah.
when it hits that big giant pile, but they'll work out there in 40 mile an hour winds. So this, the issues of trying to contain it, they didn't even try. I mean, if you're dealing with the dust and you got 40 mile an hour winds, you don't work, but they did anyway.
Their guys are out there working with no
No PPE,
none.
nothing.
What company is this again?
So Evergy is the company, and then Kissick is doing the dirt work, and then there's Sutton Trucking is hauling it out there.
My wife goes up there. Construction company?
Kissick, yeah.
That's the reason why I thought, well, just wait till.
Kissick's doing what? Sorry?
They're doing all the.
Just the dirt work?
material, they're doing it all.
All the stirring.
Can you close the roads temporarily?
That's kind of, I honestly don't know, but that was gonna be my question to Jim.
They're coming down P
If we
Highway.
shut the roads down, and I don't know if you can.
That's a state
I mean, I honestly don't know.
That's a P Highway is state road.
Yes.
Yeah. The whole purpose. Well, they wanted to put fly ash down before they resurfaced the road. I don't remember if they got it down or
They
not.
did.
They did?
They did, they put it in, but they watered it until there was minimum, but I've got documentations here in the last 6 months where that road is nothing but white from tracking it out, putting it on the solar panel project stuff.
Yeah,
up
they've
on
used this on
18.
their solar panel projects too. I don't know if you guys have known that.
And I don't know if
They're
they
using
pulled the right permits or any of that stuff, but you can't just let that stuff blow everywhere, and
Well, yeah.
P Highway was white.
I wouldn't think you could just haul it unless you have a special permit to haul it.
Well, that's what I thought, but
I mean, as a construction
would-
company, even if you're gonna be the solar company and you're gonna put it out there, I would think that you had,
Well-
well, it's a,
I've been doing construction my whole life, and you can't even build a soccer field without doing an environmental impact study
right.
and putting silt fence and snow fence, and you just can't let that stuff go. But for some reason here, they have no silt fence, they have no erosion control, kind of,
out of sight, out of mind.
yeah, that's what it is. So.
Do they have permits or papers out front to where like a construction job is? Where you-
Yeah. So. That's all I got for you.
Okay, well, guess that's that. Good. We'll get
Appreciate you coming in.
that,
I'll get that stuff.
we'll go over to health center.
Yep, I'll get the rest to you.
Thank you guys.
Okay, all right. See you later, guys.
Kissick Construction, K-I-S.
It's Kissick. No, I was asking about the one that you went out and looked at. Did they put a fine on them?
Yeah.
Did they ever enforce it, or?
I don't know.
See, that's
That's
the,
up to our prosecuting attorney.
that's the issue with DNR.
Yeah.